Oh, hi. My name's Darren. I'm one of the founders here at Optimate.me. Thanks for the opportunity to send this short video over. Attached is the PDF that I'm just going to run you through, and just thought that might be relevant to you as an Australian company that might be interested in trying to reduce your customer service costs. Particularly if you're familiar or already using Zendesk. Obviously, in recent times we've been seeing a lot of AI reach into software, and especially when it comes to customer service, having a huge impact. So thought this might save you a little bit of time and give you a bit of context of how that might be relevant to your business. Probably the key thing, it's only a fairly short PDF if you want to have a skip through it, but the key problems that we're seeing companies like yours facing pretty regularly with all our clients is a feeling that their customer service teams are overwhelmed, lots of support tickets piling up, response times are increasing, and sort of having to continually feel like you need to hire more support people to solve the problem, which leads to this second problem, is feeling that you can't scale and improve your customer service without actually having to add more human capital into the mix, which is obviously quite expensive and not super scalable. But another problem that we'll commonly see is in business, you've got a lot of technology, a lot of software systems, and in order to provide customer service often requires working across more than one system. So a very common one might be having to go and log into your online store if you're in e-commerce, or into your ERP, or into your CRM. So the customer support agents are constantly having to swivel chair between different applications and manually look things up, which is time consuming having to do that. And also there's just, from an executive point of view, there's not a lot of critical insights that are coming to you. You're probably not getting really clear reporting on how you're performing from a customer service, how your customer service metrics like your CSAT score or NPR score is reflecting positively and trending in the right direction, and that your response times are coming down, and basically customers are more satisfied and and buying more from your business and engaging more and speaking more positively about it. So how do you measure that people are having problems with? So adding on top of that, if you sprinkle across AI, I guess the threat is that companies are concerned that if they don't adapt, that they're going to find them sort of buried under these operational costs while their competitors are operating leaner and faster customer service operations. And the benefit for businesses that can get that mix right is, this is data that we're getting from Zendesk, is that 49% see a higher cross-sell revenue if you get it right, you're seeing more new customers, and you're seeing less churn and higher retention. So it's driving, getting better resolutions faster, and improving the quality of that experience is leading to real commercial outcomes. So obviously, this is the area that we're in. We aren't Zendesk. We're a company that specialises in it. We've helped hundreds of businesses across Australia and New Zealand implement and optimise their customer support operations, and Zendesk's AI customer service platforms core to that. The thing that sort of makes us different is we're not the vendor. We work for companies and we help them sort of get the most out of it and provide them independent advice on what the right setup is and how they might optimize it for their particular situation. So we're local, we understand your full tech stack, how it needs to integrate with all your systems. We're very focused on taking advantage of AI where it makes sense. And what we're looking to help you achieve is real outcomes with dramatic cost reductions, faster response times, those unified customer views, having seamless integrations, critically helping you grow without necessarily having to continually add headcount, and providing you local support. We think that's super critical. A lot of these companies are big US software companies. They're great platforms, but it's helpful to talk to somebody who understands you, that you hopefully will deal with for many years, like your trusted relationships with some of your strategic providers, your IT company, or any other sort of key support people. We often serve that role for a lot of our clients and sort of act as a bit of a buffer between them and these big vendors. And and obviously very focused on providing AI expertise where it makes sense. So if you'd like to have a read about some of the companies we've helped, this is a really interesting company, Fackelman Housewares. What makes this company interesting, may be relevant to your business, maybe not, is actually they have many brands. So what they're able to do is you have the one platform, but and even in many cases, the same customer support agents that can service many brands. So, once you get these systems in place, it does help you scale, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, and it's actually a very unique feature of Zendesk because it's multi-brand. It can sort of support those multi-brand organizations. But you'll notice through here that many challenges. They needed to integrate with multiple Shopify stores. They had limited reporting. Siloed systems and processes. All the sorts of things you probably are experiencing. So worth having a read through it. And probably the thing, but part of our secret sauce, I guess, is that we're not just sort of making recommendations on solutions. It says like, hey, here's Zendesk. Often there's some select products that go very well with it that are really important part to create a full solution. So this one here is an example. If you use Shopify, then you should really, and you're going to use Zendesk, then this AgnoStack product brings full Shopify functionality plus more into that Zendesk environment for a customer support agent, which allows them to do a lot of things without having to sort of swap between the two systems. So for e-commerce, or any company that has got an e-commerce store, that's a critical thing. But there are other things that we'll often recommend that go with Zendesk. That's kind of like that secret sauce that will make a difference for your business. So have a read through that, and here's a bunch of other Australian brands that you may have heard of. And I guess next steps, if you're interested, all we'd really like to do is have a chat, understand a little bit more about your challenges. We can provide some advice on how we might be able to some assistance and what that might look like and what your options are, and put you in a position so that you've got some options moving forward. So thanks very much for that. And Khan, our practice director, and the team are fantastic. So really look forward to having the opportunity to talk further with you. Have a great day. Thanks.